Okay, we're sailing on Boca Ciega Bay here in Gulfport. Nice, beautiful, sunny day. The weather couldn't be any better. What we want to show today is how we've got our mainsail rigged as a loose-footed main. Compact sailboats and many others come standard with your main into the boom, and we've been experimenting to take it out, and let me show you what that looks like. First thing you'll notice is look how nice the sail is shaped. You know, when that boat rope is in the boom, you've basically got a wall and you're losing the last third or so of your power on your main. Now we've got some trim problems, you can see by the wrinkles, but we're still kind of in the experimental stage. Now one of the things that happens when you do this is that you have to make sure that your outhaul has got some power to it. You only usually these things only have the one pulley here on the end. I've added another one to give me a better purchase. So now when I go to, if I have to pull it back in, theoretically it's going to be a lot easier. And of course this only works when you're reaching. When you're going to go up into the wind then, or go on a run, you would have a different setup. So all that is pleated right here, and I can easily adjust it just by pulling that out, making a bigger belly, or I only have one hand, so we're not going to make an adjustment there. Looks like I need to have that line a little bit bigger. You can see too that this is the correct type of block to have. This was the one I had laying around, so on this temporary setup, that's the way it is. This should be a metal-to-metal connection right there, and eventually that's what we're going to do. But we've noticed we can sail much closer to the wind, and we can sail with our self-steering gear rather than have to be on the tiller at all times. Of how close to the wind we are here by the roar in the microphone, if you can hear any of this. I'm going to turn the mic into the wind. And that's a dead end of the wind, so you can see then that we're sailing uncommonly close. Now we don't have a lot of air today. It's only maybe right about 10 knots. We were out here a while ago with 15 gusting higher, and we're able to sail all the way across the bay without touching the tiller, which for us was an absolute first. We've never been able to be away from the tiller that long. I've got, when you make this adjustment, we have a jiffy rig system on our boat, and with this sail moved forward, then you're going into your first clue, then that line becomes too short, so you do need to lengthen that. Otherwise there's really not that much to do to change this over, and so far we've been real happy with it. I'm trying to show you the how much more curvature of the sail you can get on a loose-footed main than you can with the other. Isn't that a much nicer sail shape? I think we're probably out further than we normally are, but I just wanted to give a dramatic illustration as to the big differences it can make. Every sailboat has a what they call a sweet spot, or actually I think there's a technical term that has to do with how much heel it takes to have your sails at optimum performance. They tell me that is about between 20 and 26 degrees, and we found that to be real true with HideAway. It just gets in its groove and really is comfortable at about this 20 to 26. And you can see we're sailing ourselves. There's very little weather helm on the boat now since we've added the loose-footed jib. It's such a treat to be able to do this. I can't describe how much fun this all of a sudden got to be. No more work, just fun.
I wouldn't say no more work.
Well, yeah, it depends on who's the captain and who's the crew. But we're sailing. Our sails are in perfect trim. We're just cooking away. sailboat's pretty much on its lines. That's absolutely incredible. And the rest of the story is that this takes very little control at the tiller at all.